His. The egg, when there was one, was always his. Toshi was the youngest. Sachiko glanced at the egg and then smiled at her little brother. She could wait until dinner time for her own reward. In the evening, father would finally come home from a long day building battleships at the Koyagi shipyard. The family would be all together, spending as many happy hours with father as they could. Steam curled out of grandmother's bowl in the middle of the low table. Shaped as a large leaf with ruffled edges, the green ceramic bowl was mother's treasure. Once filled with meals of squid, eel, and octopus, these days, grandmother's bowl had little to offer. Mother ladled small portions of boiled water with wheat balls into cups. Eat everything, children. Every drop is precious. Sachiko sipped her boiled water. No air raid sirens wailed. No American B-29 bombers flew overhead. Only the cicadas trilled their summer song outside the paper window. With her last sip of boiled water, Mother hurried out to meet with the Tonarigumi, the neighborhood association. Participation in the group was mandatory. Neighborhood leaders organized patriotic events, fire drills in case of bombings, and military training for civilians. They also distributed smaller and smaller amounts of food. By 1945, no one in Japan had enough to eat. Families added sweet potatoes and soybeans to their near-starvation rations of rice. Only 2 cups per month for each person. A radio broadcast suggested adding silkworm cocoons, grasshoppers, mice, snails, or the dried blood of farm animals to meals for extra protein. The government offered a recipe for flour made from powdered acorns, sweet potato vines, and mulberry leaves. The flour was barely edible. After Mother left, Ichiro reached for his bamboo net and slipped out of the house to hunt for cicadas. Sachiko's eldest brother, Aki, took charge of the household. He watched over Misa while Sachiko played with Toshi. Sachiko tickled her little brother to make him laugh and gave him pony rides on her shoulders. Toshi was Sachiko's favorite and her responsibility. Aki switched on the radio. Over the airwaves, a military band struck up the patriotic song, Umi Yukaba. If I die for the Emperor, it will not be a regret, Aki sang out. He picked up his wooden kamikaze toy glider, circled it above his head, then plunged the plane straight into the tatami mat. Umi Yukaba, he shouted. We will win the war.
World War II. World War II began in the late 1930s, but the roots of the conflict went back further than that. In Germany, a weak economy and a humiliating defeat in World War I, 1914 to 1918, had created an atmosphere ripe for political extremism. Adolf Hitler rose to power in Germany in the 1930s as the leader of the Nazi Party. As Germany's dictator, he was determined to create a racially purified German empire that he called the Third Reich. On September 1, 1939, the German army overran Poland. In response, France and Britain declared war on Germany. In June 1940, Italy's dictator Benito Mussolini sided with Hitler. War engulfed Europe. Reluctant to get involved in a European war, the United States remained neutral. But by early 1941, the United States was supporting countries fighting against the Axis powers of Germany, Italy, and Japan. In Asia, Japan was a growing industrial power, with ambitions to build an empire of its own. An island nation with limited land and natural resources, Japan looked to other Asian countries for oil, rubber, and raw materials to keep its industries and military growing.